You haven't been sick in 35 years? That's hard to believe, especially when so many people feel like they're falling apart by 60. But what if your fatigue, foggy brain, and fading eyesight aren't just aging, but signs your body's trying to tell you something? And what if the solution wasn't found in a pill, but in one simple drink made with ingredients sitting in your kitchen right now? Welcome back, my friend. I know that might sound unbelievable, but I promise you, I'm not exaggerating, and I'm not trying to sell you a miracle product. I've simply lived the truth of what I'm about to share. And if you've ever felt like your health is slipping away, I want you to lean in for a few minutes because this could change how you start every day. You see, I've worked with seniors for over 30 years, and what I hear, day after day, is heartbreakingly familiar. You wake up with dry eyes and fuzzy vision. You reach for your glasses, but they don't help like they used to. The words on your screen blur. The headlights from passing cars feel like spotlights. Your memory slips more often, not just once or twice. You walk into the kitchen and forget why. You start a sentence, and by the time you're halfway through, the thread is gone. And perhaps the worst part, you start to feel like you're becoming a burden. Your mind isn't as sharp. Your body doesn't respond like it used to. And quietly, you wonder if this is how it all starts to fade. That's the pain behind the symptoms, isn't it? It's not just blurry vision, it's the fear of losing your independence. It's not just forgetting a name, it's the fear you won't remember your grandchild's birthday. It's not just stiffness, it's the fear that one day, you won't be able to drive, or that you'll need help with basic things. And when you finally bring it up to your doctor, you hear the same tired phrase, "Well, that's just part of getting older." But what if it's not? What if your body has been sending you signals all along and no one ever taught you how to listen? There's a reason so many older adults struggle with vision changes, memory loss, blood pressure swings, and general fog. It's not bad luck. And it's not just getting old. It's the result of two powerful enemies building up inside your body, often for decades: chronic inflammation, oxidative stress. These two silent forces can narrow the blood vessels behind your eyes, restrict oxygen to your brain, and weaken your immune system. You don't feel them right away, but eventually, they show up as aging. But here's the good news. I've managed to avoid those problems for over 35 years using one simple tool. It's not a pill. It's not a trendy powder from overseas. It's a morning drink made from 4 simple ingredients, all of which you probably already have in your kitchen. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make it and why it works. This drink has helped me stay mentally sharp, keep my vision clear, and maintain healthy blood pressure without relying on prescriptions. It's natural, it's easy, and it's backed by science. If you're tired of feeling like your best years are behind you, if you miss waking up feeling clear-headed, focused, and full of energy, then I want to invite you to stay with me. Because what I'm about to show you may just transform how you begin every single day. And hey, if this already resonates with you, even just a little, go ahead and tap the subscribe button for Senior Health Boost. Not for me, but for you. Because this channel is about giving you back control one small step at a time. So let's get into it. The first ingredient in this morning drink might surprise you. It's not some exotic herb or expensive capsule. It's something sitting in almost every fridge or pantry in America: baking soda. Yes, that same little orange box you use to absorb fridge odors. But here's what most people don't know. When used the right way and in moderation, baking soda becomes a powerful ally for your health, especially as you age. Let's break it down. One of the hidden causes of many aging-related problems like blurry vision, brain fog, and even unstable blood pressure is something called low-grade chronic inflammation. This isn't the type of inflammation you feel in a sore knee. This is deeper, more silent, and it affects your entire system. It narrows blood vessels behind your eyes. It restricts nutrient flow to the brain. It weakens your cells' ability to absorb oxygen. And slowly but surely, it wears you down. That's where baking soda comes in. A 2018 study from the Medical College of Georgia found that when older adults drink a simple baking soda solution daily, their levels of inflammation markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha drop significantly within just 2 weeks. These are the same markers that damage your eyes, your memory, your heart, and your circulation. But that's not all. Baking soda also helps balance the pH level in your body. Now, I won't get too technical here, but think of it like this. When your body becomes too acidic, your cells don't function properly. Nutrients can't get in. Waste can't get out. It's like running your car on dirty fuel. But when your pH is balanced, everything runs smoother. Your immune system works better. Your brain clears up. You feel more focused, more awake, less foggy. In fact, I've had patients tell me they noticed a difference within just a few mornings of trying this drink. They felt brighter, more energized, and mentally sharper without caffeine or stimulants. Now, one word of caution. Not all baking soda is created equal. If you're planning to drink it, make sure you choose aluminum-free, food-grade baking soda. Some cheaper brands contain fillers or chemicals not meant for internal use. There are a few trusted brands that I recommend, and I'll share those with you shortly. But before we get into measurements and recipes, let's take a look at the next ingredient. It's just as simple and just as powerful. Coming up in the next section, how a humble splash of lemon juice can amplify the effects of baking soda, support digestion, and boost vitamin C, making this morning drink even more effective for your eyes and your energy. Let's keep going. Your body is ready to feel better. After discovering how baking soda can help neutralize hidden inflammation, support brain clarity, and kickstart your day, you're probably wondering, what comes next? Well, now that we've cleared the path and primed the soil, it's time to plant the real seeds of healing. Let's talk about the second ingredient in this powerful morning drink, and chances are, you've already got it sitting on your kitchen counter: lemon. Yes, just a simple lemon. Bright, sour, and bursting with natural power. But don't let its everyday appearance fool you, because when it comes to protecting your eyes and strengthening your body from the inside out, lemon plays a starring role. You see, once baking soda has helped reset your internal environment, gently nudging your body toward a more balanced, less acidic state, it creates the perfect conditions for nutrients like vitamin C to work their magic. And lemon? It's one of nature's richest sources of this essential antioxidant. If you've been struggling with blurry vision lately, if reading fine print feels like deciphering ancient code, or if nighttime driving feels like you're facing a galaxy of exploding headlights, then this part is especially for you. Because you're not alone. In fact, more than 80% of adults over 60 experience some form of vision decline, and it's not just old age. It's oxidative stress. That's the silent troublemaker behind the scenes. Oxidative stress happens when unstable molecules known as free radicals start to attack the healthy cells in your eyes, especially the retina. Think of it like microscopic rust forming behind your eyes, gradually blurring the picture until, one day, the world just doesn't look as crisp as it used to. But this is where lemon and its vitamin C can help you fight back. Vitamin C is one of the strongest natural antioxidants we have. It actively hunts down those free radicals and stops them from damaging your eye tissue. It's like sending in a team of cleanup specialists to sweep away the clutter and protect your vision at a cellular level. In fact, a large-scale study published by the National Institutes of Health found that older adults who regularly consumed vitamin C had up to a 50% lower risk of developing cataracts. That's not a small improvement, that's half the risk, just from getting enough of one vitamin. But it doesn't stop at cataracts. Vitamin C also protects your eyes from ultraviolet UV damage, the kind you get just by walking outside without sunglasses. Whether you're gardening, strolling the dog, or driving to visit your grandkids, your eyes are constantly exposed to the sun. Over time, that UV exposure can weaken the retina and accelerate aging. Lemon juice acts like a natural shield, fortifying the blood vessels in your eyes, enhancing oxygen flow, and reducing long-term wear and tear on the most delicate parts of your vision. And when lemon is paired with baking soda, the combination becomes even more powerful. Together, they help regulate your body's pH levels. That might sound technical, but here's what it means for you. When your pH is balanced, your cells absorb nutrients more efficiently, your immune system works better, your digestion improves, and yes, even your mental focus gets sharper. Now, before we go further, there's something most people get wrong. Not all lemons are created equal. Whenever possible, choose organic lemons. These are grown without harsh pesticides or synthetic chemicals, which not only makes them safer but often means they contain more nutrients. You'll taste the difference to more zing, more brightness, more life. That extra vitality isn't just flavor, it's function. Here's a small tip that can make a big difference. Buy your lemons fresh, once a week. Not in bulk, not bottled. Just a few fresh lemons kept on hand so you can make this drink a daily ritual. Slice one in the morning, squeeze it fresh, and feel good knowing you're feeding your body something clean, natural, and deeply restorative. I always tell my patients, it's not about what you do once, it's about what you do often. And this small, consistent habit, fresh lemon and warm water, first thing in the morning, is a powerful way to start shifting how your body feels and functions every single day. One of my older clients, Martha, who's 72, told me something that stuck with me. She said, "Dr. Porter, I've been squeezing lemon into my tea for years. I just never knew it could help my eyes too." And she's right. Most of us use lemons without realizing how deeply therapeutic they can be. But there's more to it than just squeezing a lemon and calling it a day. Here's how to do it right. 1. Use half a fresh, organic lemon. Squeeze the juice into a cup of warm, not boiling filtered water. Why warm? Because cold water can be a shock to your system in the morning, while warm water helps with absorption and soothes digestion. 2. Mix it with your baking soda. You'll notice a gentle fizz that's totally normal. It's just the natural reaction between the acid in lemon juice and the alkaline properties of baking soda. That fizz is the start of something good. 3. Drink slowly. Let your body absorb it gradually. This isn't a shot, it's a sip and reset experience. And if you're sensitive to citrus or have any digestive concerns, you can start with a quarter lemon and build up. The key is to listen to your body, not push it. So now you've paired baking soda, the inflammation reducer, with lemon, the antioxidant defender. Together, they form a dynamic duo for eye protection, cognitive clarity, and overall cellular support. But we're not stopping there. Because healing isn't about one drink or 2 ingredients, it's about creating a foundation your body can build on. And the next ingredient we're about to add is going to take everything you've just learned and turn it up a notch. It's deeply nourishing, often overlooked, and packed with vitamins that specifically target memory, blood pressure, and yes, your eyesight. So if you've been nodding along, if you've started picturing yourself waking up with less brain fog, more focus, and clearer vision, stay with me. Because we're just getting started. Up next, we're going to talk about an ingredient that comes from deep within the earth and has been used for centuries as a tonic for energy, circulation, and healing. Let's move forward. Now that we've laid the foundation with baking soda and lemon, your body is primed. Your cells are more responsive, your immune system is alert, and your circulation is ready to flow freely. But to take things further, to truly support both your eyesight and your clarity of mind, you need one more key ally. And that's where this next ancient ingredient steps in. We're talking about ginger. Not just the spice in your kitchen or the flavor in your tea, real ginger. Rooted in centuries of natural healing, this powerful little root is a game changer, especially for seniors. It works in 3 key ways. It supports your eyes, your brain, and your circulation all at once. Have you ever felt like your memory is just slower than before? You forget names mid-conversation or feel mentally foggy reading a book or even following a movie plot. Or maybe your hands and feet are colder than usual, even when the room's warm. That could be sluggish circulation. And it's far more common than most people realize after age 60. Your brain and eyes rely on a constant, steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. They're 2 of the most sensitive parts of your body when it comes to blood flow. So, when circulation slows down, your sight dims, your thoughts feel cloudy, and your body begins to whisper that something's off. Ginger turns that tide. This spicy root isn't just about flavor, it's one of nature's most effective anti-inflammatory tools. It helps relax blood vessels and reduce the inflammation that can quietly restrict blood flow behind your eyes and throughout your brain. Imagine those tiny, delicate vessels in your eyes, so small yet so vital, becoming inflamed over time. The pressure builds, vision gets blurry, reaction time slows, and before you know it, everyday tasks feel harder. Ginger helps calm those hidden fires. It opens those narrow paths again and lets oxygen do its job. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food confirmed this. Ginger extract reduced eye inflammation by up to 25% in people with inflammatory eye conditions. That's not theory, it's science-backed evidence that this root can help protect your vision. It also eases dry eyes, a common but often ignored issue among seniors. If your eyes constantly feel gritty, heavy, or tired, ginger may offer surprising relief. But the benefits don't stop at your eyes. Ginger also wakes up your brain. Many of my patients describe it as a mental light switch. Suddenly they feel more alert, more energized, like they've stepped out of a fog. It's gentle, but powerful. Why does this happen? Because ginger enhances digestion too. As we age, our bodies struggle more with absorbing nutrients. Even the healthiest food can pass right through us if our gut isn't working efficiently. Ginger helps break down your meals, making nutrients more available, especially the ones your eyes and brain rely on, like vitamin A, omega-3s, and antioxidants. So how should you use it? Fresh is always best. Look for ginger roots that are firm, smooth, and fragrant. You can store them in your fridge or even freeze small chunks for later use. If you can't find fresh ginger, opt for a high-quality organic ginger powder. Just be sure it doesn't contain fillers or added sugar. Here's my personal recommendation. Grate about half a teaspoon of fresh ginger into warm water. You'll know it's the right amount when you feel a subtle heat spreading across your chest, not burning, just a gentle warming sensation. That means it's working. This small habit done daily has been a breakthrough for many people I work with. It's often the turning point when circulation improves, when their thoughts get clearer, and when their eyes stop feeling heavy and strained. They go from struggling through the day to feeling alive again. Now, let's balance that gentle fire with something soothing, sweet, even. The next ingredient might surprise you. Honey. Yes, honey. But not just any honey. We're talking about real, raw honey, unprocessed, golden, and rich with nutrients that can genuinely support your vision. You might be wondering, how can something sweet actually help my eyesight? The answer lies in its antioxidants. As you age, your eyes become more vulnerable to oxidative stress. That's when free radicals and stable molecules begin attacking the healthy cells in your retina. This leads to vision problems like blurriness, dryness, sensitivity to light, and over time, more serious issues like cataracts and macular degeneration. Raw honey is packed with powerful antioxidants, specifically flavonoids and phenolic acids. These compounds help neutralize those harmful molecules before they do damage. Think of honey as a natural shield, coating and protecting your eyes from the inside out. It doesn't just stop the damage, it can even help repair it. Honey has natural anti-inflammatory properties that support eye tissue regeneration. If you've been feeling pressure behind your eyes, have trouble focusing on text, or experience fatigue after screen time, this golden liquid might be exactly what you need. But make sure it's the right kind. Most supermarket honey has been processed and stripped of its nutrients. What you want is raw, unfiltered honey, preferably local. Local honey often contains trace pollen and nutrients that align with your environment, making it even more beneficial. Just a teaspoon stirred into your warm morning drink not only balances the flavors of ginger and lemon, but also adds healing depth to the mix. And let's be honest, it makes the whole thing more enjoyable to drink. Many of my patients who initially resisted this drink came around because of the honey. It made the experience comforting, even uplifting. One woman told me it reminded her of the tea her grandmother used to make, simple, warm, and made with love. And here's something else to consider. Honey doesn't just help your eyes and brain, it also supports your immune system, so you're less likely to get sick in the first place. That's especially important as we get older and our immune defenses naturally weaken. So now, we have a powerful trio: baking soda to clear the path, lemon to protect your cells, ginger to get your blood flowing, and honey to shield your eyes and soothe your system. All natural, all simple, and all working together to support clearer vision, sharper memory, and steadier energy. And we're not done yet. The next ingredient we'll add is often overlooked, but it's rich in essential fatty acids that your eyes and brain absolutely crave. If you've ever dealt with dry eyes, tired thoughts, or foggy mornings, you're going to want to hear about this one. So far, we've added 3 powerful ingredients: baking soda, lemon, and ginger. Each one lays a unique brick in the foundation of better vision, sharper thinking, and stronger circulation. But it's the 4th ingredient, raw honey, that brings the entire morning ritual together like a final golden thread, tying everything into harmony. Honey may seem like just a natural sweetener, but when used intentionally, it becomes a quiet warrior against one of the biggest threats to aging eyes: oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is like a slow-burning fire in the body, caused by free radicals and stable molecules that attack healthy cells, especially in sensitive areas like your eyes. These microscopic invaders don't cause instant pain, but over time, they contribute to everything from blurred vision and eye dryness to cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. That's where honey comes in. According to a study published in the American Journal of Ophthalmology, the antioxidants found in raw honey, like flavonoids and phenolic acids, can actually protect delicate eye tissue. They neutralize free radicals before they can do further damage, acting like a shield for your retinas and optic nerves. But the benefits of honey go even deeper. Remember what we discussed earlier: chronic, low-grade inflammation? It's one of the most overlooked enemies of health, and it doesn't just affect your joints. It also targets the tiny blood vessels that feed your eyes. When those vessels are inflamed, blood flow slows. And when blood flow slows, oxygen and nutrients can't reach the areas that need them most. Honey gently reduces this inflammation, helping restore circulation. With better blood flow, your eyes receive more oxygen, your brain stays better nourished, and your whole body begins to feel more balanced. There's another often ignored benefit: moisture. Many older adults experience dry, itchy, or irritated eyes. Honey supports moisture balance from the inside out. It works subtly and consistently. Patients often tell me that after adding raw honey to their daily routine, their eyes feel less gritty, more comfortable, and surprisingly their headaches even become less frequent. Now, before you reach for any jar of honey off the shelf, here's something crucial to understand. Not all honey is created equal. The honey in the plastic bear at your local supermarket, likely pasteurized, filtered, and stripped of many nutrients. To get the real benefits we're talking about, you'll need raw, organic honey, the kind that's been minimally processed and still contains its natural enzymes and antioxidants. I personally recommend trusted brands like Manuka Health or YS Eco Bee Farms. These are often available in health food stores or online, and they're worth every penny for what they deliver. Look for honey that is labeled raw and unfiltered. And when you bring it home, store it in a cool, dry place, never in the fridge. Cold causes crystallization, but don't worry if it thickens over time. Just warm it gently. It's still perfectly good. When I make my morning drink, I add just 1 teaspoon of this liquid gold. It blends perfectly with the sharpness of ginger and the brightness of lemon. The result? A balanced, healing beverage that doesn't just taste good, it works. But beyond the health benefits, there's something about honey that feels comforting. It connects us to something ancient, something nurturing. It's the final ingredient that doesn't just protect your eyes and immune system, it adds a sense of warmth and kindness to your day. And honestly, that's something we all need a little more of. So now that we've walked through all 4 ingredients, you might be wondering, how do I put this all together? Don't worry, it's incredibly simple. In fact, once you do it a few times, it becomes as second nature as brushing your teeth. Here's exactly how I make it and how I've been making it nearly every morning for over 30 years. First, heat about 8 to 10 ounces of filtered water. It should be warm, not boiling. Too much heat can destroy the delicate enzymes in honey and the vitamin C in lemon. Think of it more like preparing a calming herbal tea, not a scorching cup of coffee. Next, add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda to the warm water. Stir it in thoroughly. This is your foundation. It sets the stage by balancing your pH and preparing your system to absorb the healing nutrients that follow. Then, squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon. When it hits the baking soda, you might notice a little fizz. That's a good thing. It means the alkalizing reaction is working. This gentle effervescence signals your body to wake up and start resetting internally. After that, grate about half a teaspoon of fresh ginger right into the cup. If you're short on time, you can use a pinch of high-quality powdered ginger, but fresh ginger gives the drink more kick and more powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Finally, stir in 1 teaspoon of raw organic honey. Mix everything together until it becomes a golden, slightly cloudy drink with a clean, citrusy, and earthy aroma. The smell alone feels like healing. It's crisp, warm, and alive. I usually sip mine slowly, about 15 to 30 minutes before breakfast. It's my quiet ritual while the house is still waking up. This gives the drink time to nourish your system before food comes in and your digestive engine starts revving. And here's something you might notice, something I hear often from longtime viewers of Senior Health Boost. After finishing this drink, many say they feel reset. Their eyes feel clearer. Their thoughts are sharper. Their body feels more aligned, as if they've started the day on their own terms, not just going through the motions. The best part? It takes less than 5 minutes to make. And yet, this tiny routine has helped me stay mentally sharp, physically well, and medication-free for decades. It's a form of self-respect, really a small daily commitment to your future self. Of course, we're all different. Your body may respond in its own way, at its own pace. Some people feel an immediate shift, more energy, less brain fog. For others, it's more subtle, like waking up one morning and realizing you haven't squinted at a label or misplaced your keys in days. But remember, consistency is what turns small steps into lasting results. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Just begin. And now that you know how to make the drink, we're going to take things one step further. Because the truth is, these 4 ingredients are just part of a bigger picture, a broader strategy for protecting your vision, your brain, and your independence well into your 70s, 80 seconds, and beyond. On the next page, we'll dive into the science behind why these natural tools work so well and the one habit many seniors skip that quietly sabotages all their progress. So stick with me. Your eyes and your future are worth it. Maybe you'll feel it after a few days, a lightness in your head, clarity in your eyes. Or maybe the changes come slowly, subtly, like the first signs of spring after a long winter. That's okay. The most important part isn't how quickly you feel it, it's that you stay consistent. Because consistency is what turns a good idea into a lasting habit and a habit into a lifestyle that can carry you for years. This little morning ritual might look simple, just 5 ingredients, 5 minutes, a warm cup, but its power lies in that quiet repetition. In showing up for yourself every morning, before the rest of the world demands your attention. In doing something small that your future self will thank you for. And here's the thing, this isn't just about a drink. This is about waking up and saying to yourself, I still matter. My health still matters. My eyes, my mind, my energy, they're still worth protecting. So many people over 60 have been told to accept decline as inevitable. That foggy vision, forgetfulness, fatigue, that it's just part of aging. But after 35 years of helping patients just like you, I can tell you, that's simply not true. Yes, your body changes with age, but it's also incredibly responsive to care. When you give it what it needs, nourishment, hydration, balance, it listens, it adapts, it heals. Slowly, quietly, persistently. Just like this drink. I've seen seniors in their 70s and 80 seconds rediscover clarity, energy, and focus, not because of some miracle treatment, but because they started small. They added one healthy ritual, then another. They didn't wait for a crisis. They took back the wheel. And maybe that's where you are now. Maybe you're ready to feel like yourself again, not younger, not different, just more alive in your own skin. To walk without wobbling, to read without squinting, to feel like your body is working with you, not against you. If that resonates with you, I want you to do something. Tomorrow morning, before breakfast, before the news, before your day gets going, take 5 minutes. Pour warm water into a cup. Stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Squeeze in fresh lemon. Grate in that spicy ginger. Add a spoonful of raw honey. And sip. Not fast. Slowly. Like you're sipping on self-care. It might seem small, but over time, that small act builds trust with your body. You're reminding it, I'm still here. I still care. I'm still fighting for clarity, energy, and strength. And here's my final thought for you. One I share with every patient, every friend, every senior I meet. You are not broken. You are not behind. You're simply at a new beginning. And beginnings are powerful, especially when they start with belief. Belief that your body still wants to heal. Belief that health doesn't have to be complicated. Belief that aging can be graceful, vibrant, even exciting when you choose to show up for yourself, one sip, one step, one morning at a time. So if this message spoke to you, if you felt even the smallest spark of hope, of curiosity, of possibility, then I invite you to take one more small action. Tap the like button below, not just for me, but for yourself. It tells YouTube that you want more videos like this, real advice, natural solutions, and proven insights you can trust. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Senior Health Boost. This is more than just a channel. It's a growing community of older adults committed to learning, healing, and supporting each other every single day. And one last thing. If you know someone who's been struggling with energy, vision, or mental fog, send them this video. You never know how one small share could be the turning point in someone else's life. And if you're ready to start tomorrow morning, comment one below. I'll be in the comments, cheering you on, answering your questions, and reminding you that you're never too old to start something new. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for caring for your body. And thank you for being part of the Senior Health Boost journey. Until next time, take care, stay consistent, and keep believing in the power of simple things done with love.